Yes, my squad, it is me, Captain Violence. Today as we live action. You already know what it is. I'm here to bring you yet another Bleach chapter review this week. Bleach chapter 571, titled The Devil's Perspective. Now, of course, this chapter's been out for a couple of days. You know, you've seen other reviews, we did all the talk, so you all know what happened. So I'm going to cut the recap and get down to the nitty gritty. So basically in this chapter, after looking at it, you know, basically two major things happen. Yeah, we got to see the explanation of Star Knight V's ability, and we got to see what made the chapter. Yachiru's Shikai ability. Now, this is the thing. My thoughts on Star Knight V overall, now that I've seen, well, we haven't seen everything he has to offer so far, but so far for what we have to see, you know, for what he has to offer, for what we've seen, it's like his look, his character design, naturally, retarded looking, stupid. No type of interest or creativity in my book, you know, for no offense to Kubo, it's just his design. I don't got to see a full body picture of him, just short, stubby, old, wrinkly. No, I don't care nothing about his design. His ability, however, you know, it's funny, that type of cheap ability. Yes, I am calling it cheap, but at the same time, it makes you wonder, you know, who is going to get around this and how this person is going to get around this. That's the first thing I was thinking. But as we can see, it was lining up to see that Yachiru was going to fight this guy. It made me think, okay, how is Yachiru going to get around this ability? Because it's cheap, but at the same time, how it has three parts to it. You know, first he's invisible, then he gets rid of his essence. Then in stage 3, you know, he just wipes his memory clean of his overall existence, and he can switch back and forth between stage 1 and 2, and he can just slice you up, be invisible and tangible, all that type of stuff. It's very it's cheap and interesting at the same time, but it fits the look of the character, because certain characters, they have to have that ability that matches them. I mean, just look at all the other characters throughout other series, including Bleach, the Star Knights, the Espadas, hell, even the Soul Reapers. Look at their ability and look at their image, let alone with their personality. It has to all tie into one. So this old little sneaky trick playing game, cat and mouse type of tactics that he's doing, it really fits his look. But overall, this guy, I mean, who knows what his final holy form is going to be. Because if he's doing this just in his form now, ain't no telling how it's going to look once he activates the final holy form. But as of right now, I'm pretty sure the way this is going is just how I predicted this, and a whole lot of you probably predicted the same thing. Right now, you know, first he was pushing Yachiru up against the wall. You know, he kept doing the same thing. That's in the beginning. That's how this chapter was basically going. You know, kept turning invisible, getting rid of his essence, hitting Yachiru, back and forth, back and forth. He kept doing. She kept missing. It was the same thing over and over. You know, with Sane, you know, screaming and hollering at Yachiru about the fact of the matter. It was just, you know, lather, rinse, repeat. That's how it was for the most part of this chapter. But then once we seen Yachiru was able to land 2 hits on him, you know, that's when things got really interesting. But when she finally activated her Shikai, for years we all wonder, I wonder, we got to see what it is. But one thing I noticed, it did not change shape at all. You know, basically she goes on to explain it's a copycat Zanpato, you know, one hit in the front, one hit in the back, you know, and then she's right here hitting in the middle. So basically, no matter what he does, he's going to get hit. She's going to land a successful hit. You know, it kind of reminded me of, from a Devil May Cry fan, Devil May Cry 4, when you select Nero, you know, spoilers, and when you get up to the point in the game when his arm gets possessed and you activate his devil trigger, and it's like a millisecond. Once he swings right behind him, that spirit swings. It kind of reminded me of that. But anyway, it seemed like a good thing to counter what Star Knight V has to offer. But as far as the design of her spirits, you know, I didn't think she was going to have 2 spirits. I thought she was only going to have one. We see one looks like a slightly hunchbacked Grim Reaper without the hood, you know, has the teeth, and he has a bladed weapon. And the other one is a short, stubby, remind me of the Sasquatch off of Darkstalkers, but the hair is overlapping the eyes and everything. You just see the 2 stubby teeth, and he has a weapon as well. But the thing is, I still don't think she has a Bankai. I don't even think she's been training to get a Bankai, to be honest. But back to being predictable about the whole thing, we see she's going to get the upper hand now. Then out of nowhere, he may activate his final holy form, or you never know, he may have another technique up his sleeve. After all, he is a Quincy, so this is his signature ability given to him by Juha. Let's not forget that. So he may do something else like a back up against the wall. But anyway, we all know once she gets pushed up against the wall and damaged. Then Kenpachi may come in. Or you never know. Isane may try to help. Because notice he wasn't going after Isane to help. Isane wasn't even trying to help. Maybe because she was scared or she was confused, trying to figure out what was going on. But then again, it makes you think, how much could Isane do? I mean, I'm pretty sure she's good at Keto. And that's the one thing we have yet to see these Soul Reapers really try to use against these Star Knights, is a good amount of Keto. So this would be good for Isane to try to do something, get some distraction in, anything. But if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember, correct me if I'm wrong. I may be wrong. But I think, is he the first one to land a hit on Yachiru? Because he was actually, you know, landing some hits on her. And one thing I will say about Star Knight V, true enough, he was playing these games. It may seem like some games, you know, because of how his ability is, but he was actually using his ability to dodge her hits. You know, so I don't even know if I should call it that he was playing games. But it did seem like that. I did like how overall he just went to kill her, went to stab her in the back. Someone said that's a cowardly move, you know, to stab someone in the back, but hell, this is war. But the thing is, he went ahead and tried to kill her right then and there. He didn't sit there and give the extra long dialogue. He just went ahead and tried to kill her. And that's what I like about that. But we see it didn't fail. In this strike, I don't think, I read a post, someone was saying, here we go again with Kubo killing off the characters very quickly, and right there, he got jumped over by so many other Bleach fans, because we all know that one strike from her Shikai did not take him out. Yes, she did make him draw blood, you know, and I don't think he had his blue vein activated. But who knows how strong Yachiru really is. We see she's physically strong the way she picked up Kenpachi while he was knocked out. That was dead weight of Kenpachi. And she leaped from building to building. You all remember that in the Soul Society arc. But that's in terms of physical strength. So hopefully she'll implement that into the battle. Who knows? But if not, oh well, she still has her Shikai. Hopefully we get to see other techniques that she does. If not, Kenpachi's just going to have to come to the rescue. But overall, I like the design of her Shikai. You know, I did think it was going to have a shape. Not really caring for Star Knight V. I am curious about how his powers will amplify, or if they will change when he activates his final holy form. I am curious about that. But overall, I just hope Kenpachi come back in the mix. Oh, before I wrap this up, it seems like Yachiru and Isane, they both have it in their mind that their respective captains have, you know, lost the fight. It's like Yachiru, she's really accepted it. She already said, well, since Kenny isn't coming back, she said it twice. You know, and the first time Isane looked at her like, damn, this was last chapter, 570. I seen that panel, you know, Isane looked at her like, damn, like, it's still sad this has to happen. And, or maybe she was looking at her like, man, she's really strong. She's accepted that this happened. But I think it's going to play a big, shocking role on both parts of Yachiru and Isane, because when Kenpachi comes back, Yachiru may be happy, like, hey, I thought you were dead. And then when Isane sees that, it's going to be confirmation of the fact that, damn, Unohana / Yachiru is dead. So who knows how that's going to play out. But overall, Elites, that's my whole thoughts about the review. Sorry for pushing out at this time. Thanks for watching. Give me your thoughts, comments, concerns. See you all next week. Hopefully on time. It's me, Captain Ace, signing out.